It's not unusual to see people come and go from a company, right? Employees leave for a variety of reasons, and those reasons aren't always bad. Some of those employee separations are completely natural. People retire, people move across the country, or sometimes the position is just not needed anymore.
Although I love this company more than almost anything in the world, I have decided to step down from my post and spend more time with my family. I do not fear the unknown. I will meet my new challenges head on, and I will succeed. In other words, I'm quitting.
When we look at those employee separations over time, it's called employee attrition. It happens when employees retire, resign, or simply aren't replaced. It may be a company-wide thing or a department or in a specific area, depending on the circumstances. And today we're going to take a look into how to calculate it and best manage it. Hi, my name is Kylie, and the world of HR moves fast. That's why at Factorial, we offer HR shorts to keep you up to date. First, let's get some clarification on what employee attrition is and how it varies from employee turnover, because those two are often bundled together. Think of it like this: employee turnover covers any and every employee separation, and most of those job vacancies need to be filled as soon as possible. High turnover rates can be due to a disengaged workforce, lack of opportunities, or bad hiring practices. So that's why it can be viewed more negatively. Attrition, on the other hand, covers separations that are more natural and typically more amicable as well. Think retirement, position elimination, or family and health reasons. It's basically the gradual reduction in employee numbers.
One of my life goals was to die right here, in my desk chair. And today, that dream was shattered.
Employee attrition is not always bad and is not completely avoidable. Keep in mind that attrition and turnover are calculated in the exact same way, but how they're interpreted is the difference. Here's how. When turnover is high, you can still have a growing company. But if attrition is constantly high, that means that your organization is likely shrinking in size. If you're interested in looking into HR KPIs like turnover and attrition, be sure to check out our HR KPI template linked in the description below. So here's how to get your attrition rate. Divide the number of employees who left your company within a certain period of time by the average number of employees that you had in that same period of time. And when you multiply that by 100, you'll have your attrition rate. Let's say we want to calculate the annual attrition rate for your company. You started the year with 100 employees, and during that year, 20 people left. And also there were 4 new hires. With 100 employees at the beginning of the year and 84 at the end, your average is 92. 20 divided by 92 is 0.2173. Multiply that by 100 and you have your percentage, 21.7%, which is your attrition rate. Keep in mind that a good rule of thumb is 10%. But that can vary depending on your industry. But generally speaking, the lower, the better. Also, consider any factors that might be affecting your current attrition rate if it's higher than expected. So if your attrition rate is high, what should you be considering? Well, smaller headcount equals smaller workforce. Will you need to reestablish roles and responsibilities? Or will certain teams need to take on more work? And will that increase stress or promote an unattainable workload? Also, it's a bit costly. Attrition due to job elimination is planned and allows the company to save. But for example, the sudden death of an employee creates its own cost and risk. Maybe that employee was working with an important long-term client who only wanted to work with that individual and might leave because of that. So how can you solve these issues effectively and quickly? You'll want to make a plan if there are some improvements to be made. So what can you do? Have structured retirement plans. As attrition includes people who are retiring, which is really inevitable in any organization, it's helpful to have an idea of how many people are going to be retiring in the near future. But be careful with this. You don't want to risk crossing the line of age or retirement bias when you're gathering this data. Value career changes. Some employees in your organization might want a career change. In fact, 32% of employees leave their job due to career change desire, according to Gallup. How can you prevent them from leaving because of that, especially when they're happy in the organization? Prioritize current employees who may want to explore their abilities in another department. And offering relevant training and career development opportunities can create a sense of freedom. What better way to know what employees think than conducting exit interviews? You'll get insight into how their time was in the organization and any improvements that can be made. Be sure to effectively develop your questions and adapt them to different departments and roles so that you get good insight. Have any questions about calculating attrition or how to tackle it if it's becoming a problem? Let us know in the comments. Or are you simply ready to get started tracking HR KPIs like attrition? You can use our HR KPI template linked below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if this was useful. My name is Kylie, and thanks for watching. See you in the next HR short. Oh, I'm sweating like crazy. These pants are insane.